This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hello, welcome to the show. It's your boy. No, let me stop. It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or affiliates. Let's break that word down. Affiliates. Let's break that word down. Affiliates.
I'm not an affiliate.
Let's break it down.
I'm not an affiliate.
Well, I should say these are the views of just me and y'all cool with it. Y'all just hanging on for a second and just saying.
Who's the affiliate? That's what I want to know.
Everybody that watches, everybody that attaches themselves, everybody that is property of Dope Living. That's the
affiliate. It sounds like somebody who hang around that ain't your friend.
Unless it's
Whatever.
That's just my affiliate. That's how you be introducing your girlfriends. That's just my affiliate.
That sounds like a bad foot or something. That's my affiliate right there. Oh.
That's how I introduced mine. Hey man, this is my right here. This is my girlfriend here. Hey man, that's my affiliate.
That's my affiliate.
Nigga.
She cool though. She alright though. That's my affiliate Spongetta.
Spongetta.
Every last one of you guys up here, you,
the other way,
There you go.
There you go.
Y'all need help.
Yeah, you need help too.
I'm not an affiliate either. That does sound kind of funky.
You need help with this anger.
Say it real slow. Affiliate.
She like that feel part. That's the part she like to feel.
Affiliate.
Like the feel part.
Are you an affiliate life coach?
Jeff. Are you an affiliate, Jeff?
No,
well,
he's muted. He's a muted affiliate.
You are muted. There you go.
You're a muted.
Look, he's still clowning.
What's your mic?
Probably just him clowning.
No, he's not clowning because this happened before. So he's gonna have to.
Now, Jeff said, Jeff, you are the affiliate.
Now we know
we go.
He's the affiliate.
There we go. It came in and out. Come on.
This is Tim.
There you go, Brett. There you go.
That's okay. This is live TV, so
it happens sometimes.
Don't have a problem with that,
right? It happens.
You know, but look, shout out to everybody. I'm sick, man. Shout out to everybody.
Stop saying that. You're healed.
I'm who?
You are healed and well.
She said it like I was a dog. I'm healed.
So we got an affiliate and a pup.
And a puppy.
And a
pup. Oh,
he's
Lord.
a puppy.
Hey man, tonight on the show, we are supposed to have musician. Y'all remember the days back when we were in high school and this and that, man, where we could go see Earth, Wind and Fire, the Comic Doors.
What was your best concert?
Oh, mine? Actually, believe it or not, my best concert was actually, believe it or not, it's because the Sonic was good, and that was Cameo.
Yes, sir.
Why was that? Why was that the best?
because
Cameo got so much diversity. I mean, it was 20 of them at the time because it was the early Cameo, you know, when they had a whole stage full of Negroes and singles. So they had everything covered. It was just a full, it was like Earth, Wind, and Fire was. Earth, Wind, and Fire was a full band, and you know, they had everything. It had it all. The sonic was acoustics. Ugh.
Man, you talking
it didn't matter where they was at. They said a skating rink, they sounded good. You know, Hall sounded good.
My brother was like Larry Blackman, man, the lead. So he looked just like him. And I'm telling you, Cameo was a group, man. With I could name the names. You know, had Nate, Aaron Leftinet, you had Dean Cooper, you had Larry Blackman, you had all of Tommy Jenkins. All right, you had all of them. All of them was there, man. And they were, but see, this. They were a band. They were.
Mine was Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes, yes.
West Side High School. They came out of the ceiling.
What's
the fire with the earth,
wind, and fire, and then the drummer.
That fire came up, and the wind.
Oh, sorry.
And
I just want to keep hearing Gina's description because she was in that thing.
She was. She really was.
I'm gonna tell you.
I remember we walked up to West Side. All of us in our neighborhood, we all walked together up to West Side. That was yes.
That's how it went down, y'all. That's how it went down back in the day. Okay? Right now, our guest, he's the leader of the band called Soul to the Bone.
Soul to the Bone.
Soul to the Bone.
He's a musician. Now, this band. They have a repertoire of more than 300 songs covering 5 different genres of music from the 1960s to 20s, well, and beyond. Let's put it like that.
And beyond.
There you go.
My brother's name is John Williams. He out here.
What's happening, John?
Can y'all hear me?
John, how are you?
Yeah,
doing good.
We got you.
Doing
good.
Just been running the streets. That's about it.
Great to have you. I'm glad you ran.
So how's the weather there? Everybody good?
Everybody everywhere.
We need some heat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all.
I got plenty.
Hey man, he got the Janet Jackson.
90 degrees today for me.
You ready to go? You ready to go? Ella said Parliament at West Side.
Definitely.
That was too much. Yeah, all right. Woo. She said she was at that show as well, Gina.
That was an awesome show, wasn't it, Ella?
But see, like I was saying though, these guys were a band. All right. I don't know at what point the band stopped playing, but I love to hear music from a band. All right. That's true talent. All right. We got my man John Williams here to explain all of that. What up, John?
Yeah. How y'all doing? So my background's a little different than most people in bands. I started at 14 by ear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You going in and out.
Yeah, you're going in and out.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can find a better connection.
Okay, I thought this is it better?
Much better.
I am trying to find a better connection. That's better?
There you go. That's better.
Can you guys?
Yeah, that
I
robot.
Marketing artists for Sony Music by the age of 23. So my first artist that I marketed was Michael Jackson and New Kids on the Block.
What?
Wow.
And then, that's the New Kids on the Block.
Okay, so we want to get this whole conversation because you're going in and out. All right.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure. Okay. No,
we want to get everything.
Let me see. Yeah.
He said
so is it clearing up a little better? I'm trying to
a little bit.
Moving around. Let me try another spot. How's that? Better?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes, that's much better.
Keep it walking.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Okay. Yes, I hear you real well.
Okay.
So as I was saying, can you hear me? Is that better?
That's much better. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, so I started marketing artists early. Went from marketing Michael to picking up 2 Live Crew for 3 years. So I was on the road with Luke in H-Town and Poison Clan. And then I decided to raise a family. And, that's one thing in the music industry people don't talk about. How do you raise a family? You raise a family. How do you provide health insurance? As you're chasing your dream. So I went to consumer marketing products, working for various companies. And I started my band Soul to the Bone after playing with different groups 10 years ago, because I saw there was a lack of diversity in some of the clubs. They will have one R&B band and 10 rock bands.
Yep.
You know, they will let one of us in. They ain't gonna let a lot of us in. Oh, this is our good old band. But so we got an opportunity to play at the House of Blues. We played 2 songs, and the guy pulled me to the side. He said, "Hey, that was pretty good. What are you guys doing for New Year's Eve?" And this was like August. I'm like, "Well, what should we be doing?" He said, I like this. I want y'all playing here regularly. Matter of fact, I'm gonna set up where you get our corporate events and stuff. So that went on all the way for about 7 years until COVID hit. But the premise of Soul to the Bone band is soul stands for Spreading Our Universe with Love. So we include 8 different genres of music, and that's also gospel as well. So light rock, blues, jazz, neo soul, house, funk, Motown. Because when you hear a DJ, if he's smart, he's going to blend in and try to make sure he gets everybody engaged. So that's what we do live with our music.
Okay. All right. So he answered a lot of questions that you all probably already had. He gave us the answers. Yep. That's okay, because we are never at a loss of words or questions. All right. So how did you pick the members of your band?
Well, I met them playing, sitting in with other bands. I sat in with an orchestra, and one of the guys, his name is Greg Potter. He is Buddy Rich's son-in-law. The famous Buddy Rich, what the movie Whiplash was made after.
Yep.
So, and he said, "Hey man, if you start a band, I'll play with you. I would love to play with you." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, man. You Rich, you ain't got to do any of this. Just. He said, "Seriously, if you start a band, I would love to play with you." Like, "I'll start a band tomorrow." He said, "Go do it." So I did. So how it started.
So the members were just organically picked.
Organically picked from different places. Soul to the Bone was a bunch of jobbers that play for other bands, but we made a commitment to each other. If there was a gig paying really great scale of money, give a 3-week before notice, so that way if we had a gig coming up, somebody could fill that shoe, fill that spot. So I have, and so I have like 4 different trumpet players, 4 different sax players, 6 singers, 3 males, 3 females, awesome keyboard players. I got 4 keyboard players. I got I have basically 2 guitarists, and my second guitarist is done out of a favor. Keith Henderson, who is the musical director for The Emotions. He's like my big brother. So he'll sit in with me every now and then, which is great.
So you took it back, man. You got about 20 people in the band. All right.
Well, what they do in Chicago, there are bands here that what they call them micro bands of the same band with the same name, playing. You got an A band, a B band, a C band. Sometimes I have an A band, sometimes I have an A and a B band. Depends on what we're doing.
Okay. So are there any?
So that's the trend.
Is there any place that you would not perform at, or how do you pick your places to perform, or what's your process?
I look for places that could cater to a multicultural audience, that looks good cosmetically, that treats people friendly. I look for places that are unique in their culture in terms of their ambiance. It's also space. Normally on stage, there's 8 or 9 people. I mean, not like we're Parliament Funkadelic with 20 people on stage, but it's like 8 or 9 people. So we're trying to make sure that we put ourselves in a good vibe with the audience, connecting, musically connecting, energy connecting. And we try to take it from there.
Okay. Maurice, you had your hand up?
Yeah, I was just going. Oh, sorry. You guys back up touring again?
Say that again.
Are you guys back touring again?
We are doing more things in Chicago and in the suburbs this year. Like this Friday, we're doing our first kind of like gospel show where it's primarily 3/4 gospel with jazz, neo soul, little house. but it's 3/4 gospel. We have never done a show with 3/4 gospel. We're doing some stuff from Martha Menenzi, Ricky Dillard, the Clark sisters, Vashawn Mitchell, Anita Wilson, all the way down to Richard Smallwood. Then we're going into some Foreplay and some Kirk Whalum and some Brian Culberson. To Grover Washington, instrumental music Soul Child, and then to some Jill Scott and some Temptations and some Frankie Beverly and some Charlotte Green.
When is this
going to be at? Where and when?
This Friday at the Austin place. It's the Jordan's Temple 50th church anniversary.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's a lot of music.
That is.
A question?
Rehearsal was beautiful last night.
So, yeah. Look, I'm still tripping on. I want to be there where he's going to be this Friday.
Austin, Texas.
Yes. Oh, that's in Austin, Texas.
No, that's in Chicago. I mean, it's Willowbrook, Illinois.
Okay.
Okay, that's still not far. Yeah. Okay. You're in a band. A lot has changed because of technology. Do you think that within the next, let's say, 10 to 20 years, that there will still, bands will be as prominent as they are now? Because, when we were talking before you came on about the old bands and the old musicians and things, and how a lot has changed because a lot of people use technology versus actual musicians and singers. Do you think it'll be a big change in it?
That's a hard one because we've been able to play live house music, which is a lot of, technology pieces, but we're doing Crystal Waters, we're doing Dennis Farrow, and I heard you say, hey, we're really embellishing it. We're doing Earth, Wind, and Fire, Can't Hide Love, a house version of it. We're doing Whitney Houston, I'm Every Woman, house style. So we're really trying to keep the music live here. I'm hoping that the young kids will come back to playing. They are playing in the churches, but the R&B portion, they're just trying to cookie cut and make something quick and use all the different technology pieces and put the record out there without fully developing it to be something that will last 30 to 40 years versus for right now.
Algorithm 2023.
Yeah, I believe that.
So you playing a bunch of music, man, and that you can't just get on stage and do that. What's the practice like? How arduous is the practice?
Yeah, that process.
Well, practice for me starts in my head, and then goes to my fingers. Then I go to I'm singing and playing background with the vocalist, making sure that I'm spot on. If it takes me doing 2 hours a day, this week I'm putting in 2 hours every day. To me, because this is really important that we nail this opportunity, because if we nail it, it will open up more doors for us musically to be a big foundation of music that's being able to cross over and play in front of a gospel crowd, which is probably taboo. They're playing house music in front of a gospel crowd. I heard you say, hey, there's no bad words in that. Living my life like it's golden.
Come on.
There's no bad words in that. And let's stay together. Ain't no bad words in that. Or come together by the Beatles. No some bad words in that. You talking about unification.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about, love.
I tried that on my dad. He was like, You know what I'm saying? No. He's like, I know better than that. Let's be grown about this, But let me ask you one question. So how have you guys had any chances to, grab some of the youth and insert them in the band? Teaching the ropes, basically passing the torch, or helping them light the torch?
I'm glad you asked that question, because we have a new mayor in Chicago, and he just got elected this week. And my goal was to try to get to him this past Saturday at a function, but he did not show up because of his busy schedule.
Let me give him a call.
Yeah, please call. Yeah, Brandon Johnson. Please call him. Please call him. So,
Brandon, let's see.
Strangely enough, what we've done, I was doing a summer session last summer in a park, and I had different vocalists and people come and sing, and I invited people. Had this young guy who was like a Tevin Campbell, just starting college. He wore the crowd out. He wore the crowd out. I told him, I said, keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't give up. He's going to Columbia College. And then this past 2 weeks ago, we were in Wisconsin. We were asked to participate in a jazz with some high school kids. So they had a bass player. I had my rig. His rig was sitting next to mine. My drummer has a drum set there. There was another drum set next to him. My saxophone trumpet player was intermingled with other jazz musicians. I had sent them the music like 6 weeks early. They had learned the music. We came on stage. We played a portion of the show, and then we integrated with them playing like some of the. We did Killer Joe. We did Little Sunflower. We did What's Going On. We did it a mixture of Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway, where there's like ba da ba da, and then each kid got a chance to solo on top of it, and then the bass player that's standing next to me, I told him, I said, "Well, you got this. I'm gonna go sit down." I let him play it. And he just like, he looked at me like he just went for it.
That's natural. So that's natural, and that's when you feel it, and the crowd feels that, you know.
Oh yeah.
I try to make folks understand when you're on stage doing those shows, it's exactly the same thing. When you vocalize it and you punching it the way you're supposed to punch it, crowd feel it. You got them in your hand. You can do what you want to do with them.
You can, but the one thing about our show, I try to make everybody feel welcome. I don't care about your orientation. I don't care about any of that. It's about love. Let's show love. Let's give love. Let's make this moment, this expression, bigger than life. And then my goal with my music, I want, if I can get us in a room talking and listening to music, maybe if I can get us talking together. If I can get us from talking together, maybe I can get us working together. Maybe I can get us from working together, living in the same neighborhoods, taking care of each other. Now let's look at solving social problems in our community. So this is all a process of moving to something bigger.
Life coach.
Yes. Okay. What I wanted to say was, it sounds like to me you have to be very strategic with your music. You know what I mean? To make sure that your shows flow, because since you going in with so much music, you know what I mean, you really have to do a good job of kind of reading that crowd, reading that feel. You know what I mean? So
that's important. Game plan. We were playing in LaSalle, Illinois. It was jazzing in the streets. He had a guy up there singing Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra. We come behind doing some instrumentals, and I did I Want You by Marvin Gaye, and then I went to Tennessee Whiskey.
Okay.
I got him up. Then I went back to what I was doing. I had him for the whole entire evening.
Wow.
Tennessee Whiskey, that's that song right there.
That's that song.
Right.
Really,
You got to know what's up with that.
Hold on, Marcel. I had a question.
So, John, you talk about a lot of different artists that you guys play. Do you write your own music, and what is that process like?
That's a good question. Let me say that.
That is a very good question.
Let me say this to you in all honesty. There's been a very few artists that's had very much mass appeal in their starting. Prince is one, Michael's another, and Sting. Those three could do any style of music. Oh, I missed one. Darius Rucker. If you never heard Hootie do R&B, he has an R&B album that is nice, really good.
Okay. Phil Collins in that too.
Yeah,
I was getting ready to say Phil.
Yeah, Phil Collins. So they can tend to, whatever they put out, either you like it or you don't. If it's blues or jazz, country, whatever, either you like it or you don't. For me, I'm that new kid on the block. They want me to pick a side. Do you want a wing? Do you want a breast? Pick a side. So I'm doing jazz. I'm doing funk. I'm doing gospel. I'm doing blues. I got songs that kind of fit all of that. I wrote a song about a young lady called La La. Yeah.
Okay.
That I am waiting to get that out this summer. That's my goal, to get it out this summer.
I know her. Mo, go ahead.
You know her.
He's sick.
So have you thought about coming to Nashville and doing a concert in a venue?
I thought about having a venue on the strip of Nashville.
Well, it's the newest venue that they have. Well, one of the newest venues that they have is this Ascend Amphitheater, 7,000 seating. You see 7,000 there?
Oh, 7,000.
Yeah. They pack it out. I mean, I think this show that you're talking about doing with the so much of the diversity in it, it would work, and you'd pack this joint out, but you would have to be able to advertise what you do live. In other words, the commercial would have to be spot on,
Yeah, it would have to be really strong.
Yeah,
I probably would have to have a single out first in order for them to really, kind of make them want to come.
Get that mechanical license and do that cover album deal, and I bet you you can get it. You can pack out a spot.
Hey man, let's see if they got the chops though. All right, let's see if they got the chops. All right, let's
listen here.
Let's get with it.
Listen to a little bit of Soul to the Bone.
Soul to the bone.
I'm gonna take it back though. This is them back a little bit. Let's say around 16. Let's take it back a little bit. All right?
Let's do it.
I like that. Yeah. On the one, my booty leg. Come on.
All right. Come on now.
I like that.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yes.
They got chops. That's
Come on now.
Now that was video from way back. Now the stuff that's out now, you be like, whoa. Hopefully it's a lot better.
Don't worry, I got
fun.
that too, bro. I got
Let me
that.
say you got
He
that.
said,
too?
hopefully
Okay,
it's a
come
lot
on now.
better. You
Better
mean
know-
it's
Yeah.
gonna get better?
Better know what show you
Yeah.
became.
More better, more better. You
Gotta
got
know.
it.
Mistakes and all, just having fun.
Yeah, like what you had a question.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. I want to know: was there ever a time when you couldn't win the crowd over? When it was tough to win the crowd over because of that diversity?
No, the one time that we didn't win the crowd over, I think we were playing at a 85% Mexican crowd. We played some Spanish music, but they were so used to having their certain bands that, you have to come to them consistently. And that was their first time seeing us. And we showed out. And the band that played behind us was kind of like, wow, got to follow us. So we didn't get that show the following year, but that was probably the only time that also, in the music industry, certain people, what's going on right now between Babyface and Anita Baker, right? You heard about that, right?
No.
What's going on? Tell it all.
Well, you remember Anita Baker and Luther had an issue, right? You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's Nita's turn to have an issue. Don't want nobody to come outshining her.
Wait.
So yeah. So sometimes when you open up for national acts, you have to be conscious of what you're doing and when you set your tone. You want to be good, but if you really give it to the audience and they come behind you and they don't deliver what you deliver, that's a problem. It ain't your problem, but that's a problem. So
they ain't gonna let you be great out here.
You gotta really look at the atmosphere. You gotta look at the atmosphere. Some people have egos. I was like the kid on the 6 men on bench say, "Put me in, coach. Come on, put me in, coach. I'm ready. Come on." So I like that opportunity. So I'm just saying, not winning a crowd over, that was probably the only time. The other time that we did win a crowd over, we were playing in a venue that the air conditioning went out. And no matter what we were playing, the music was good, but people were just sweating hard sitting there. And they was like, I was like, bartender, give them some more to drink. We might sound better, but it had nothing to do with us. They was
but the fact that they stayed said a lot.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you, man, from experience, bro. As trying to tell these jokes that I used to tell, getting up in front of a crowd, and they don't feel that joke. What are you gonna do? You either gonna keep going, or you're gonna walk off. Get it out the way. There's been a couple of times where I had to walk off because I just couldn't get them. Jokes were funny to me, but you gotta please the crowd.
So you might have to make some adjustments on the fly, and sometimes that's the beauty of having more. You come with a game plan, and you'll be able to adjust your game plan. Because suppose you're playing something that's not working, what do?
Switch up.
Make a lot of sense.
You don't walk off the stage and say good night. You gotta man up.
Hey man, long as I got my money.
Sometimes, that's the only other money. I love the fact of getting the money, but I love the fact of getting their hearts, getting their fellowship. If I get their hearts and their fellowship, I'll get more money. But if I come there, when we play songs, even though the band allows me to Ginsu and mix up stuff, and sometime we're playing, I'll say, hey, instead of going to this B song right here, let's go to the C song right here, because I'm feeling where they are, trying to further connect. And if I choose wrong, okay, I choose wrong. Next song we choose it up, but it's a blessing when you have other people to hear what you hear and hear what you don't hear. Like last night, we were doing a gospel song, and then my singer, when it could have been me outdoors with no food, went right from the song we were just doing. Yeah. So, I mean, everything was like right on time. I'm like, you couldn't have asked for a more fruitful rehearsal that when you're playing on this coming Friday, you don't know where God is going to take it, but you got to be prepared to go. You got to be prepared to go.
That song right there going to take people in anyway.
It sounds like you got a pretty arduous schedule, bro. Marcelo, you got a question?
Yeah. John, what's the top advice you would give newbies coming into the industry?
Find somebody that's doing what it is that you want to do.
We talked about that yesterday.
And really, really become a sponge to them. Build a real warm friendship. Build that where you can talk to them, whether they're local or whether they're long distance. Build it where you can pick up that phone and give them a call. You don't know how that person may feel. There's a guy here in Chicago named Billy Dickens. I hadn't got my first job in the music industry yet, but I got a chance to see him at A&M Records. He was playing with Randy Jackson, Michael's brother, and Randy and the Gypsies. And this guy's 1988 playing a 6-string bass. I had never seen a 6-string bass. And his name is Billy Dickens. He was wearing it out. So I wanted to learn from him. I wanted to be like him. I kept in touch with him. I started, seeing what he's doing. But then I looked at people I wanted to be like. I started looking at Randy Jackson, Nathan East. Started looking at their videos and, started, going to Vegas more and running at Daryl Williams, who played with Anita Baker, who played with a guy out there named Galib Galab. Galib Galab was a fabulous keyboard player from Chicago, part of the 5 Stair Steps. I mean, this dude was out in Vegas his whole career. You know, so I always tell people, link on to people that's doing what you want to do, and be true friend to them. Don't be, you know, snob and you got it all. When you think you got it all, you don't. There's some bass players here in Chicago right now. They're outstanding. Reverend Donald Alfred's son just got a tour with Beyonce.
Wow.
Tony Russell from Chicago is touring with Kendrick Lamar. You know, Daryl Jones, who played with Miles Davis, is going to be going back out with the Rolling Stones. I'm like, there's some gifted people. What's the guy named Farmer? I want to say Emmett Farmer, but I don't think I got his first name right. He was on the Bruno Mars first video. He's from Chicago. BJ Johnson. I mean, BJ Edwards played with Lionel Richie. He's from Chicago. I mean, so this town is truthful. Ron Ellis was one of the original bass players for The Emotions.
Okay.
So let me ask you this. I saw in the clip we played, your keyboardist Mahmoud Khan. Is he still with you?
Oh yeah, he's just doing so many other things, doing theater, doing producing. He lives down the street from Ron Isley now, so
that's the talented brother. I do know him. He's
yeah, we've been playing together for 10 years, man. He was there from day one. He's day one. Matter of fact, he's playing with me on the 19th of June. We're going to be playing up in Fitchburg, Wisconsin, right outside of Madison. We're doing our thing.
So let me ask you. Back in the day, there was a group Switch where they could switch and play instruments. You know, everybody played something different. How many instruments do you play?
I play bass guitar and piano. Bass guitar is my strong suit. When I left college, I played piano up until probably 1988 until I moved back home to Chicago, and I left my Fender Rhodes at my mother's house in Milwaukee. And then I started hearing how well people were playing stuff. I was just playing club stuff. I was playing everything from Gladys Knight to Patti LaBelle to Daz Band to Juicy Fruit from Entombed. You know, on keys. The first time I ever played Juicy Fruit on bass guitar was last year, January. I had never played it on bass.
So you
first time I ever played it.
Right? You learn the music pretty quick?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, play by ear.
I have to. Both. I went to a concert. I went to a concert when I was 1977. I saw The Emotions, and they were so hot. I went home and played all night long. From what I heard. And my ears are not as good as it was then.
Who's your favorite?
One of your favorites.
Favorite band or favorite bassist?
Favorite band.
Earth Wind would definitely always be my favorite. If you look at their diverse style of music, I had the opportunity to work with them. In fact, one of my guys I played in the band with in Milwaukee, Johnny Johnson, who's in Vegas, we reconnected because I caught him playing with Eric Benet. Eric Benet and all of us all grew up together. So we reconnected. So I would go out to Vegas to see him. This guy's on stage with Earth, Wind & Fire, playing with Boys to Men now, and playing with New Kids on the Block. He's doing his thing. Wow. So
do that.
So Earth, Wind & Fire. You got back in the day it was Cameo, Earth, Wind & Fire, and the Daz Band.
Well, you think about
do not leave out. Confunction had a really tight band. Confunction had a really tight band.
Oh, I was about to mention Confunction, but you got Confunction, Brass Construction, got the Fatback Band.
Yeah.
I mean, you get
I remember George Duke Stanley Clark. Stanley Clark was a mean player. He was a mean player.
And I worked with both of them. when I worked with Sony, and my teacher that I studied with, his name is Michael Manson. If you ever look at a video of George Duke playing in Montreal, you see Mike Manson. He's a beast. He's a beast. So I'm around good bread. You know, I'm just soaking up some of the seeds. Yes, sir.
So Bootsy Collins bass playing. What do you think?
Yeah. You're gonna laugh at me. My first bass guitar I bought from J.C. Penney's.
No, you didn't buy.
I was allowed to plug my bass guitar into the school sound system in the auditorium, and the Munchies for Your Love and everything else. I was all into it. Yes. Yes.
Hey, John, we're sitting here. First of all, everybody, with John Williams. He's he's a musician, and he's the band leader for the group Soul to the Bone. All right, they're performing everywhere in the Midwest right now. I'll call it that. But John, if you look to your left, you got life coach Jeff Rutherford over there. He like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Right?
Oh, forget the baby.
I'm listening. I'm trying to follow in this bad boy. I'm like, oh, all these people. Okay, well,
take a note. I'm gonna go back and find out who they are.
You know the music. You know the
music.
I know the music. I just don't know all the dang names.
These were bands, okay? That's one of the reasons why they had
bands, man.
Yeah.
No, that's a lost art. Okay, my brothers and we were five brothers at the time. We had a band, all right. I played drums, I played keyboard, you know, I played the bass a little bit. I'm not like John, I played the bass a little bit, but you know, we didn't take it any farther. Okay, this guy's making a living out of this, but let's see how much of a living he's making here, okay? With Soul to the Bone 2023.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because you know we're coming from behind COVID. You know, I had two people in my early stage of with this band that said some things to me that kind of I won't say I'm Michael Jordan competitive, but I'll say that I'm that person. Well, just watch me. One promoter told me, he said, John, this is a big promoter here in Chicago. Doesn't pay bands well. He takes all the money. He said, John, you know what your problem is? You value your band for more than what it's worth. And I said, when I can go out and get $3,000 from a club and you want to pay me $800, am I fool to take your 8 or take the 3?
Well,
we're going to play this promo, but first, Marcy, do your thing.
All right, we're going to take this time to redirect, regroup, and refocus with our life coach, Jeff Rutherford.
Hey man,
I was trying to
come on, Jeff. I'm ready, Jeff. I'm ready for you.
You know,
I kind of messed up, but go ahead, Jeff.
It's okay. Your boy had to kind of swing back in here because I was trying to fix my light. My light went out earlier, but y'all didn't know that. But now you know. But yeah, I just want to say, always be ready. Always be ready, so you don't have to get ready.
He said, "Be ready," and his light went out, y'all.
You know, I know.
That's ready.
Yeah, that's where it comes. That's where this is coming from. Because you know what? I'm ready because I got a backup light here. You don't always need to have one. You always need to have two. So stay ready at all times because you just don't know when the opportunity may come. You know, we got a brother on here who stays in diversity with his music. He always ready. He ready for any type of crowd you're gonna throw at him. So that man is locked and loaded. So I encourage everybody with anything that you do, always remain locked and loaded.
Oh man, that's nice.
I like that, Jeff. I like the part about the two lights. I liked about the two lights. One light off, turn another one on.
Right.
There you go.
That's life.
Got to go off the cuff here.
I like that.
Oh yeah. Karen Turing, she's watching. I don't know where Karen's at right now, but she's somewhere. But she's over the Gary International Black Film Festival. Shout out to her. We got to get this promo. Marcella, go ahead.
John, has there ever been anything other than music that you wanted to do, and is there in the past and even now?
Well, I always wanted to do A&R. I missed an opportunity with an artist who is now great, and when I wanted to get him onto Sony Music, he wanted to go in pharmaceutical sales. You have to check this brother out. His name is Brian Courtney Wilson. He's a phenomenal gospel singer.
Yes.
So I felt that would have been my first platinum record. One of the only platinum records I have on my wall right now is one from Mariah Carey. So I'm about 30 shy of what I really wanted to do. I think I certain things, if I can see it, I think it could be done. Right now I'm working on opening up my first venue. I'm trying to find the resources, open my first venue that's going to be a multicultural venue with good put it in the area where to put it. I just need the funding to make it happen. So that's what I'm working on now. So I'm talking to every philanthropist out there, like, look, ain't nothing black out here. Yeah, I'm out in the suburbs. I'm in the Naperville, Warrenville area. I said, there's nothing black out here. Guess what? You need some blackness out here. You got Indians doing well. You got the Hispanics doing well. You got the Chinese doing well. It's time to have a little blackness. So
man, let's show them. Let's show them some blackness with this promo here. This Soul to the Bone 2023. Let's go.
And go.
Okay.
All right.
That's what's up.
Do you play Santana? Any Santana?
Oh yes, most definitely.
Man,
oh yeah,
you gotta
como
get
va? Most definitely.
Oh, the original right there, right?
Yes, sir.
Over there busting moves, y'all see him? Trying to bust with the little
I
gangster.
saw about that.
Y'all funny.
I see you got that bass sitting up there too. You had that 6-string right
The
there.
6-string.
Yeah.
Right.
Billy, I just if you had saw Billy Dickens in 1988 with the 6-string, you would understand. He got a 6-string, then he got a 7-string endorsement, and then he plays a 9-string bass. I'm like, well, dang, man.
All right.
Jesus.
Just sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
That existed, Lord. Okay.
Yes, I'm like, it's amazing. But he's good. He's a good teacher, a good mentor. I mean, I'm around some really positive people.
I am not gonna lie to you, John. I talked to the guys, talked to actually Gina and I think Jeff as well. I did not know how to come today. I didn't know how to come today. I'm not gonna lie. But
wow.
I didn't. I told him, I said, I've talked to John, but I still don't know how to come today. Okay. You carried this, bruh, and you showed us exactly what it's like to have a band to come back out here and play, bruh. So number one, I applaud you, brother. I do.
Thank you, man.
Yes,
sir.
You changed the culture right here on this show right here. You changed it, bro.
I was fortunate. When I thought about getting in the music industry, I called Marshall Giroux and I told him I wanted to meet his brother. He was in town playing. I said, man, I'd like to meet your brother. Could you make that arrange? He said, call him at the hotel. I'm like, I can do that? He said, yeah, tell him I told him to call you. I said, okay, call him. Like, I went down there. I'm like, Mr. Giroux, this is John Williams, and I was speaking to your brother. I'm interested in getting in the music industry. And I think I want to get into marketing. I don't know. I'm a musician, but I don't know what area. He said, son, sound like you got a good foundation. Come to my show. He was playing at Summerfest. At the backstage passes and everything for you. I want you to sit and watch and listen. Man,
that's what's up.
Wore me out. Bobby Lyles on keys, a guy looking like Mike McDonald on keys, and then his brother on bass, and Al Jarreau vocally just killing it. I left there. It's like, man, I just like, okay, I know this is exactly what I want to do. I don't know how I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, Al Jarreau is one of my favorites.
Hey man, he just told you guys. Everybody heard the show. Everybody that's a philanthropist out there, y'all get with this guy, okay? They need to go some places, man. You got a publicist?
I don't have a publicist, but to further learn what I was trying to get into, I went to work for a radio station and I took home crates of records that never got played and tried to understand why they didn't get played. It's just trying to educate, there was no map, crystal ball, no roll of dice to get in industry. And then there was an ad in the paper about Sony Music, CBS Record looking for a music marketing rep. And I'm like, I went to grab a payphone. They didn't have cell phones. Grabbed a payphone, made a call, found out where they were. Yeah. And the guy told me, he said, hey, he said, what are you here for? I was like, I'm interested in this marketing job, marketing artist, marketing records. He said, he told me about the job. Then he said, are you a college student? I said, no, I've already graduated. He said, well, this job is for a college student. I put my hand on it. Remember Brewster's Millionaire? Has anybody seen that movie?
Yep. I did.
Where he said, I need a lawyer. And she was rushing to sign.
Yeah.
I said to him, if I take one class, will that qualify me? He said, yeah. I came back. He said, you got the job. 3 months later, he said, you've proven yourself. You got Michael Jackson, New Kids on the Block.
Wow.
Okay.
Scary as hell.
Blessing.
Yes, it was.
Hey, look, Ella said saxophone player make those draws fall off as well.
So,
I love Ella.
So Jeff, from what you said about the two lights, if you really want something, you got to step out on faith and go and get it.
Yeah. Say that again.
You really, really do. You may not know how to get there. Did I want to start Soul to a Bone? Did I want my own band? Absolutely not. I was afraid that if I took this band or took the helm of this band, the leadership of this band, I would now make it to where, okay, now I got to go play. It's about money, and it ain't, But then when I saw how the audience responded to me, and I changed my mental thought to not being about me and being about them, I have never been bored. I have never been bored.
That's what's up.
It never worked.
There you
Nope,
go. Dance
never
for
worked.
success. Dance for
Yeah.
success. Chance. It's what it's all about. Hey, man, John, we want to thank you for coming to the show, man, hanging out with us. It's been a pleasure, man. Actually, an unexpected pleasure, man, to have you on the show and chop it up with us, all right?
I appreciate it, man.
It's a celebration, of course, okay? We didn't light the candles like we should have, so we just go pop that bottle, put the cap back on, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still a celebration. We want to celebrate your journey, man, and celebrate your positivity, man. The band is called the Soul to the Bone Band.
Soul to the Bone with the number 2 and the Soul to the Bone.
Soul
You know, the world is a much better place when you add a little soul to it, from Soul to the Bone.
Of course.
Absolutely. Hey, John, we get out of here, man. We got 6 minutes roughly, all right? We want to leave the audience with some positive notes, all right? We're going to start with you first.
First of all, let me thank you all for having me today. And secondly, I want to see y'all at some show. Come and hang out with us. You know, our family's called Soulsters. Come and hang out with the Soulsters and enjoy, you know, and just tell people, just continue chasing your dreams. You're never too old to chase your dream.
Absolutely.
Never too old.
Yes.
Like that.
My coach.
Hey, I'm gonna speak to it because nobody said it the whole show. I put it in the private chat.
I saw you.
You was out here bringing out, you know, Becky and Sue out here with no rhythm. That's what I'm talking about, brother. You better integrate these people into this soul music. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, man, but real talk, I do love what you're doing, man. And I love the fact that you're just so versatile with everything. It just makes everything fluid, dog. And from the looks of it, it just makes a great, enjoyable show. It's just a great, enjoyable show because you're just able to reach all people. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. And
Appreciate
I love
it,
your
y'all.
energy and I love what you do.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I am so glad you came on today. The type of music that you play is a lot of type of music that I like. It's the good music because a lot of the music now is just.
Tell me about it.
You said something today that we actually talked about yesterday about finding someone that's doing what it is that you want to do, and ask advice and listen to what they're doing and what, you know, their advice that they're giving you. And again, just take that first step.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Man, John, I love what you're doing, brother. I love every aspect of it. I know without a doubt this is going to be a super successful tour this year because it's 2023. We ain't worried about wearing no mask or, you know, worried about somebody sneezing on you or screaming over your face and you looking at them like, hey, you just gave me the body karate. You lost your mind.
No, he did.
I know that I'm telling you, if you came here and did something here in Nashville, Tennessee, Music City.
Hey man, I would love to. Just got to figure out how to get there. You know, I have a concept for a club I want to do on the Strip in Nashville. It would knock your socks off. It really would.
Really?
Yes,
John,
sir.
you need to talk to Moby about that. Nashville.
It's going to happen, bro. Matter of fact,
it's
going to happen. Let's put it like that. Gina.
Yeah.
Man, I am in awe. I mean, one, I haven't seen a live band in I don't know how long, and you just brought all of the memories back of how much we love the live bands on stage.
Yes.
We don't have people, you know, we got people now, musicians on stage lip syncing and
oh my goodness,
all kind of
no.
machines. And it's
No.
just not the same. And you just brought it all back out. So I want to thank you for that. Keep doing what you're doing. It's never gonna die. As long as we have people like you, John, it's never gonna die. And make sure you keep us updated when you get that venue. We there.
Yes.
I'm working on it and work with SBA now. I'm trying to get all the things together needed to get it done.
Hey, we need front row seats, brother. We need
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Want to thank you, man, for blessing us with this conversation, man. Okay, because like I said, I didn't know exactly how to come, but you brought it, bro. You brought it, and as we saw in the clips, you guys are hot, man. You guys know exactly what's going. You know how to move a crowd, so much appreciated. We hey, look again to echo Gina. Tell us when you're doing it, man. We're there. And,
everything's kind of listed on the website. All the public appearances is listed on the website. We even take song suggestions. So if you got something, John, I think your band would sound good doing this, send it to us. We're not afraid. That's another thing that we do.
Party all the time.
No.
I want to hear it. I ain't gonna lie. I want to hear it.
Silly.
Let's go. Ella said trash. Really?
Trash.
We're talking about a lot of music, now.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, we're gonna stay in touch, man. We're gonna stay in touch with you.
I appreciate that.
Changed numbers already, so I already know we're gonna stay in touch. Again, shout out to everybody who watched the show tonight. Karen, you got to come on the show and tell us about the Black Film Festival. Tomorrow, we have a comedian, homegrown talent too, Buddy Lewis. He's gonna be here tomorrow on the show.
Good dude. Good dude.
Yes, sir. Y'all come check us out. Okay, this is Dope Living TV Live, man. That's John Williams right there. There go Jeff right there. That's Marcella. That's Mo B. Uncle Mal. And that's Gina Gassett. I'm Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace out.